Please tell me your name.
My name is Manasmita-Internal.
Okay, and your roll number for this exam?
My roll number in this exam is 302841.
Okay, now give me a formal introduction.
I have completed my Masters in Agriculture Biotechnology from College of Agriculture OUT in 2017, and I completed my BSc AG from College of Agriculture OUT Bhubaneswar and intermediate from BJB Junior College, and 10th from Government Girls School in Newton, Bhubaneswar. 2017 onward, I started preparation for the competitive examination, and for sustenance I am working in an online institute as a content writer, and my hobby is craft making, and from onwards I am preparing for a competitive examination.
Okay, so tell me something about your achievements.
I got university gold medal in my MSc in Agriculture Biotechnology. I also qualified in NET examination, ICAR NET examination, and also published research papers in around 10 journals.
Okay, fine. So what are your optionals?
My optionals are agriculture and botany.
So in this interview we will be concentrating on your optionals, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So starting with agriculture.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me some modern techniques that you know which have been implemented in agriculture recently? You start with soil-less agriculture.
Yes, sir. In soil-less agriculture in India, it is practiced in different states like hydroponics, aeroponics, where without soil, all the nutrients that is required for the growth of the crop, that is given in chemical form, in solution form, and it normally gives a good product that is in less time, that is helpful for the farmer and also for the country. And apart from this, there is different technologies are also adopted in country for problems like stubble burning. So we adopted a technology like happy seeder, where it removes the person that is left in the field and from the root zone, so there will be no left out in the field and it will not create any problem in stubble burning process. And also straw management system is also applied, that is developed by the ICAR, and also chemicals are also developed that will destroy the left out in the field, so it will not create any problem for the farmer there. And also so golden rice is also developed, and rice variety is also developed for the diabetic people by genetic engineering methodology.
Okay. So other recent agricultural techniques that you know?
So again, so questions.
Other agricultural techniques. Recent means new advancement in agricultural science. I'm talking about that.
Sure. So happy seeder and straw management, these are recent technology that is developed. And apart from this,
why is that used?
happy seeder is a solution for stubble burning process.
Okay.
That is also recognized by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
And it was made by whom? I mean, which organization?
Sir, I am not sure about it.
Indian or?
So it's an Indian innovation.
Okay.
And it is adopted, and our Prime Minister recognized this in Make in India program, and it's also practiced in some portions of Punjab and UP.
Okay, fine. And it has yielded some result that the farmers are adopting it?
Yes, sir. In Punjab and UP, they are using in different parts of Punjab and UP, so that that will not create by this because of that their law, some water related law and less time for the next crop, they normally face problem, but by using happy seeder, they this machine remove the left out in the field from the soil. So there will be no left out for the next season, and this will not create any problem, and they easily implement and practice the cultivate the field for the next crop.
Okay, fine. So tell me what you mean by the concept of polyploidy.
Sir, polyploidy is a concept where there is more than means there is multiplication of chromosome number.
Okay.
It is of different types. So like euploidy, aneuploidy. In euploidy, there is euploidy is also of different types like autopolyploidy and allopolyploidy. And segmental allopolyploidy. In autopolyploidy, there is multiplication of same chromosome. Like if there is AA, then after multiplication it became AA and AA. And in allopolyploid, there is chromosomes of different locus. So if there is AB, then there is multiplication after AB and AB. And segmental allopolyploid, there is both some allopolyploid and autopolyploid. And another part of polyploid is aneuploidy. Aneuploidy is there means there is addition, loss or gain of chromosome number.
Okay. And can you tell me, in plant breeding,
yes, sir.
What are the basic, or you can say, what do you mean by pure line selection, recurrent selection, and basically these.
Pure line selection is a single variety, means it is a single progeny of a single variety, and there is no mixing, and it is uniform in character. So in pure line selection normally takes less years than other, because there is first a single progeny is selected, and it is then phenotypically it is selected, and then it is grown, then again then it is phenotypically selected, then it is grown in preliminary yield trial, then it is grown from multiplicative yield trial. So it is a uniform type. And in mass selection, different seeds are selected in initially different seeds are selected, and then it is mixed and then grown, and phenotypically superior lines are selected and the others are rejected, and it continued like this, and also it is grown in preliminary yield trial and multiplication yield trial. So the basic difference between the pure line and mass selection is pure line is a single uniform progeny of a variety, but in mass selection it is a mixing of uniform type, mixing of pure line type. So and recurrent selection, there is this selection is repeated year after year, there is recurrency of that selection occur. So by this the superior character will be developed and it will go to the hybrid.
Okay, fine. So can you tell me what is the best or the most effective control for weeds, whether it is cultural or chemical or mechanical?
Yes, sir. So there are many methods for weed control, but if we consider one, then this will not satisfy our need. So we can go for the integrated weed management. So where we can use cultural weed control, mechanical weed control, physical weed control, biological weed control, and also chemical weed control. So integrated weed management will satisfy our best way to reduce the weed population.
Okay, fine. So further in agriculture, can you tell me what are the advantages of multi-story agriculture with some examples from Odisha?
Multi-story agriculture means growing of different crops with growing of different crops of different height. So it uses the space. So there will be no competition between between different crop, and space will be used, and it will give extra return and extra income. And if we go for the advantages, this will use the space properly, and there will be no competition for the rooting habit, because there are different crops are grown as per the height, and it will not create any problem in the intercultural operations. And in Odisha, in Siva, there is coconut, and there is a system, multi-story cropping practices are adopted, like coconut, brinjal and turmeric. So this will give extra income, and they get very good success in this. And in other part also, there is so tomato.
Okay.
Hold on. I can't able to recall.
Okay, that is fine. Okay. So you also know what is agroforestry?
Yes, sir.
What are the agroforestry systems that you know? And give me some example from Odisha, at least one example where agroforestry is practiced, and which system is practiced.
So systems means different types.
Yeah, like types of agroforestry system.
So like agri-silviculture, agro-pasture.
Yes.
So different types of agroforestry practices are adopted in Odisha. So there is agri-silviculture, where crop plant and field crops and forestries are grown. So example for this is there is vegetable field, and in the bond there is tree, banana and coconut trees are planted. In agri pasture, free lands are there where animal graze, and also field crops are grown, where they are protected by the fences.
Okay. So in agriculture, tell me what is government focusing on by more from less, and how is that possible to get more from less? Some examples you can give me.
Micro irrigation.
Yeah.
So there is a scheme, per drop more crop.
Yes.
And the government launched a scheme, that is Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, where they mainly focus on micro irrigation, that is drip and sprinkler irrigation, and also they are giving loan for this irrigation facilities for the crop field.
Okay. Right. So has it been successful in any place? You can give me an example, especially in Odisha. Is it feasible for all kind of crops? Let's say for paddy.
No, sir. Paddy requires flooding type irrigation.
Okay.
So
what are the disadvantages of flood irrigation?
Flood irrigation, there is requirement of huge amount of water, and also there is if the field remain flooded for all the time, so there is weed problem is there, and flood type irrigation, there is requirement of more water. If there is less around, but in sprinkler irrigation system, if there is less than 3 cm water, it can be applied there.
Okay.
And fertilizer can be mixed up with the water in drip system and then applied directly to the field, which is not possible in flood type irrigation. There is separate application of fertilizer.
Okay, fine. So overall, if I were to ask you regarding your optional agriculture, how will your knowledge of agriculture help you in forest service? Why, like, you have taken agriculture and botany. Suppose your friend has taken forestry and agriculture.
Yes, sir.
So, don't you think that combination is more suited for this particular service? Knowledge of forestry for the forest service. What is your opinion? Or
Sir,
you can just, if you can in some way justify that your knowledge of botany and agriculture is going to help you as a forest service officer.
yes, sir. Sir, here three subjects are there. One is botany, agriculture, and another is forestry. So botany is the base knowledge, and agriculture is the applied wholesome knowledge, and forestry is a part of agriculture. Forestry is a part of that. Forestry knowledge is a part of agriculture system. If we, yes, I have taken optionals of agriculture and botany because I thought that syllabus are similar, because in botany paper 2 is totally similar with agriculture, and paper 1 some portions are similar. So I have taken these two optional. Yes, other people also selected this agriculture and forestry, and they have the specific knowledge about the forestry, and it is a specific job. I don't think, sir, so what requirement of, what is the requirement of the job, the panel or the interviewer will judge from us. But if we consider the selection part, I don't think, sir, they will do, means the people who have taken agriculture and forestry will be more suited for this job than I because I am taken this agriculture and botany, because I have the base knowledge botany of forestry. Botany gives us knowledge about the plant system. So what is the base knowledge, what is the breeding part, what is the anatomy part, what is the morphology part. And agriculture, in agriculture I have studied different aspects of applied aspects of botany, like in economics, in which helps economics and extension, economics helps in budgeting, extension develop in from farm to lab, etc. So I don't think so. Only forestry selection and only botany selection will hamper much to of my calibration.
Okay, fine. Now coming to botany, can you tell me what is Phyto Immunology?
Phyto Immunology, it is a immunity that plant gives to different disease and pest. So this is of two type. One is natural and also induced. And in natural system, it gives resistance to pest and disease by different way. Like waxy coating, due to waxy coating, the bug etc. can't they can sit on the leaf. And due to the pheromone trap system, they are not able to enter the plant body because they are trapped inside it. And in induced system, it is induced by different methods, the new methods like genetic engineering and also by chemicals. So this is phytoimmunology.
What is the, tell me something about Gymnosperms?
Yes, sir.
Gymnosperms.
Sorry, sir, I am not able to repeat.
Okay, Gymnosperms?
Gymnosperms. Yes, sir, these are fern-like plants, and they have well differentiated body, and they are more developed than other part of the plant kingdom. They have xylem and phloem. Xylem is also differentiated into trachea and xylem vessels. Phloem is also divided into sieve tubes and phloem parenchyma. They have reproduction by asexual and sexual method, and trachegonia and sporangium.
Okay. What is the difference between C3 and C4 mechanisms of photosynthesis? With some examples.
C3 and C4 are divided into different types basing on the physiology part. In C3 plant, if we consider the differences, in C3 plant there is photosynthesis, and here the first carbon dioxide accepted is here the first stable product is 3-phosphoglyceric acid, whereas here in C4 plant there is oxaloacetic acid, and here carbon dioxide fixation occur once, where in C4 there is occur twice. In C3 there is no such bundle cells and cranch anatomy structure, but here in C4 there is mesophyll cells, bundle cells and cranch anatomy cells. And C3 plants are normally grow in winter season, so they require less temperature area, where in C4 they normally require more temperature. And example of this is less temperature means pulses, wheat, etc., and high temperature means rice, groundnut, etc. So C4.
Okay. So next question relating to your subject. What do you mean by totipotency?
Totipotency, sir, is the ability to differentiate. Means when we go for tissue culture, for example, when we go for tissue culture, we put a explant on the culture medium, and in the explant, if the cells and if the tissue have that totipotency, then when we supply the artificial nutrient by different added powder form, then this will respond properly and grow into and in some fixed incubation period, means it is fixed for different explant. When that incubation period is given, then this will respond more and this will give to shoot and root, etc. So this is totipotency, is the ability to differentiate.
Okay. What is mitosis?
What is the
Mitosis.
mitosis. Okay, sir. So it is a process of, it is a type of cell division, and in mitosis there is this is called as equational division, this is called as reductional division, because here from mother cell, there at the end of the cell division there is production of two daughter nuclei which have half the number of chromosome number than the mother cell, and it consists of 5 phases like prophase, anaphase, metaphase, prophase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. And in a subsequent period there is different events occur, and at last from one mother cell there will be formation of two daughter nuclei. And this is the this phases comes under cytokinesis, and after cytokinesis karyokinesis occur, and there will be formation of a new daughter nuclei.
Okay, fine. How statistics is used in botany? Biostatistics?
Yes, sir. So in statistics different calculations etc. are there, like ANOVA table is there, like mode, median, mean. The next is SP.
What is ANOVA? Can you tell me full form?
Analysis of variance.
Okay. And you know about the chi-square method?
Chi-square method, yes, sir. Yes,
that
sir.
is what,
Is
just
there.
tell me. Just,
Chi-square method, sir, there is two component, mainly two component are there. One is we calculate, we observe the frequency, or we take the observation, that is actual data, and from calculation we got the expected data, and we tally with both the data, and we calculate a value, and from the chi-square table we got a value, and we compare this. If there is a difference, then from that we got the conclusion that it is feasible or non-feasible.
what is phyto remediation?
Phyto remediation, sir. Phyto remediation, sir, is the use of plant for remediation purpose, like sorry sir, I am not able
Okay, that's fine. So now coming to some applicative questions.
Yes, sir.
On your both optionals. Forestry, you know, the rights of the people who reside inside the forest, okay, which act provides the rights to them?
So Forest Right Act 2000.
What is the name of the actual name of the statute? Forest Right Act we are saying.
Yes, sir, yes.
But there is a name, no?
The traditional dweller,
Yeah, that is a name. Okay, just go through that.
Okay, sir.
That is a technical name.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Second is so. Tell me something about if you know about the rights given to these traditional communities.
Yes, sir.
Under
Who
the
have stayed there around 3 generations, they will got the ROR of the land.
What is ROR?
The rights of record.
Okay.
And Odisha government has issued maximum ROR under this scheme. It also has provision for the rehabilitation measures, and also they got the right to use the products from the forest. And if there is any project come, then government will provide the compensation under the scheme.
Okay. ROR का कौन उल्टा बोल?
Record, rights of record.
Record of rights.
Record of rights.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
It records the rights of the land that you got.
Record of
Okay.
rights.
It is record of rights. Anyway, ठीक है जी. Then some Odisha government specific schemes related to forestry. 3 or 4 you can tell me. Or how many you know you can tell me.
So,
Government of Odisha, not central
yes,
schemes.
yes, sir, there is scheme of Jagannath Vanna Prakalpa scheme, sir.
That is under which project or fund that is coming?
So OSFTC something. I'm not sure.
Okay, it is देखिए the website पे
Yes, sir,
देखिए.
yes, sir.
Okay.
So there is Green Mahanadi Mission,
Okay.
where 1 hectare area, both the side of Mahanadi, they are undergoing plantation program, and Van Suraksha Samiti people are involved in this, and government is providing around 41,000 crores something fund for this, and there is national afforestation program is there, and Ekamara Burn is also there at Bindusagar. The medicinal plant program is also started, that is at in Patrapada. These are all comes on the afforestation program of government of Odisha.
Afforestation program.
Yes, sir.
What are the programs for soil conservation of government of Odisha? Particularly for soil conservation. Afforestation, if you do, that will also conserve soil.
Yes,
of
sir.
course, but
Only soil conservation.
primarily for soil conservation. এটা দেখি particular the তিনটাই আছে কিছু না.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, fine. So can you tell me 2 or 3 important current affairs news, okay, related to agriculture? Okay, that I was asking forestry programs, right? Your optional is agriculture, okay.
Yes, sir.
So same question related to agriculture. Odisha government's specific scheme to related to agriculture. Kaliya, you know?
Yes, sir. Kaliya scheme.
Balaram Yojana, you know?
Yes,
So
sir.
tell me something about Kaliya and Balaram Yojana.
Yes, so in Kaliya Yojana, government of
What
Odisha.
is the full form of Kaliya?
So it is a Krisak Augmentation
Yes.
for livelihood and income. Kaliya.
Okay, देखिए चलो.
Sorry, sir. Krisak
Moko-
assistance for livelihood and income augmentation.
Okay. Then
Sir, under this, so there is provision for monetary support, financial support for both land lease and landholder people. For landholder farmer, government is providing 10,000 in 3 installments, and both for Kharif and Rabi. And for the landless people, government is giving 12,500 per year, And for other category, the government is providing government is also providing financial help for other activities like beekeeping, mushroom cultivation. And under career scheme, government is also providing scholarship for the daughter and sons of the farmers family. And also there is accidental coverage also there, around 2 lakh per year per person.
Okay, fine. And what is the full form of Bolaram?
I am not able to recall.
Okay. Right. So similarly about central government scheme.
So there is PM Kisan schemes. They are giving 6,000 in 3 installment, 2,000 each.
Okay. So other projects of Government of India, for example, central government projects.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are implemented by which all agencies? Agriculture and forest related central government projects, mainly agriculture related. These are implemented by which agencies in Odisha?
So forest related program by Department of Forest, Environment and Climate Change.
Okay. What is the name of the ministry you said? Ministry of Forest?
So in Odisha, this is Department of Forest, Environment and Climate Change.
Climate Change, okay. And at the central level, what is the
ministry? So it's Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change.
Environment, Forest and
Climate
change. Okay. When this climate change was included and why? Climate change?
Yes, sir.
Earlier it was not there.
Yes, sir.
When it was included and why?
Sorry.
Okay, fine. This time. So that will be the end of the interview. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
तो आपनकर तीनटा जिनस देखिए गोटे है कि आपनकर आई कांटेक्ट ठीक अछि तो सेटा देखिए 100% बट ठीक अछि बहुत खराब नहीं किंतु 100% होगा पता आई कांटेक्ट ओके
थैंक यू
तापरे आउ गोटे जिनस जोटा है कि आपण जेतबेले देखुचंती okay कि you know you are unable to answer something immediately सेटा कहि दियौ okay टाइम न दरकार ठीक तो सेटा गोटे पॉइंट रहबो आपण को डोमेन रे तो आपण को ठीक आपण तो पढि के बट तार आउ भी किछटा देखि देबे मेन स्कीम्स ओके पॉइंट बाय पॉइंट तार वेबसाइट रे ओडिसा फॉरेस्ट वेबसाइट रे देखि सेटा ठीक देखि
सर ओडिसा फॉरेस्ट रो गोटे ही अछि जो तो टोटल स्कीम्स दै छै
ओडिसा फॉरेस्ट कोन आप पीडीएफ का पढुछन
हां सर पीडीएफ ही टोटल
पीडीएफ रे से डिटेल्स
देनी से पॉइंट वाइज
नाम रे दे दी
आज्ञा
आपण
वेबसाइट
सर्च करंतु तो सेठी आपण को मिल जिवो
ठीक अछि
से पीडीएफ रे सब खाली
पॉइंट
स्कीम्स
लिस्ट दे दी
तार डिटेल्स यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट जस्ट गूगल सर्च कर आसी
ठीक है आज्ञा
क्लियरली ओके तो सेटा से बाटा रहला करंट अफेयर्स तो मु पचारि निजी तो आपण बेसिकली इट वाज योर ऑप्शनल कंटेंट आपण को भलो थिला
सर एक्चुअली बॉटनी रा जो मॉर्फोलॉजी पार्ट अछि जो फैमिली से जिनस सर आसीओ देना मता एग्रीकल्चर अप्लाइड जिनसटा तो बॉटनी रा जो सेही पार्ट पचारंती तो मु ओते जणा नै सेटा जो फैमिली रो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक जो जदि एग्जाम रे आसुची मेंस एग्जाम रे आसे तो फैमिली रे
माने इंटरव्यू रे जनरली कौन से माने पचरंती ऑफ कोर्स इट डिपेंड्स कौन से पचरे तो ताको पे डिपेंड करे बट नॉर्मली आपनकर ऑप्शनल जो स्पेशलाइज्ड सब्जेक्ट्स होले एग्जाम्स रा परफेक्ट स्पेशलाइज्ड सर्विस का
यस सर
आपण जहां भी नहीं थिबे सब्जेक्ट तारी ऊपर ही मोस्टली पचरबे बॉटनी रो जने एक्सपर्ट थिबे
थिबे
हाई
next,
लाइकली ओके सेठी किंतु एग्रीकल्चर और फॉरेस्ट्री रो एक्सपर्ट थिबे फॉरेस्ट्री तो निश्चित थिबे आउ एग्रीकल्चर भी थाई पारंती राइट तेणु सेटा सेया देखि आपण प्रिपेयर करो क्या फॉरेस्ट्री की एग्रीकल्चर लाइफ साइंस ऊपर तो जा भी ताको नॉलेज थिबो से माने सेम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू पचरे
यस
ठीक अछि त आउ बहुत जगह कोन से माने सिलेबस धरि की बसतानी और से माने सेटा कोई तंत्र म पचरे कोन बॉटनी अच्छा तो प्रथम लोक जेतले आपको बायोडाटा बेस्ड ये सब पचरे
तो बॉटनी और एग्रीकल्चर सेति की डिफरेंस के से फैमिली सेटा गोटे सेक्शन पूरा
से सेटा ही देखि कि आपन ता ऊपर पचरे तो सेटा अपन प्रॉपर्ली प्रिपेयर्ड ही जेथि ता ऊपर बेसिक क्वेश्चंस पचरा होनी कोटीटा केना सेटा तो फुल अगेन इट बिकम्स थियोरेटिकल नॉलेज
यस सर
सेठी अपन पर्सनालिटी टेस्ट होची सेटा कारण पर्सनालिटी को से माने मे बी सिचुएशनल क्वेश्चंस और से सब जिंसरो मापिबा पता ओके सो ऑप्शनल कंटेंट अपन को ठीक होची अपन आई कांटेक्ट टिके देखिबे ओके
ओके
So 200 to around 140 अपन को agriculture और ये
ओके
अराउंड ट्राई करूँ तो लाइक 160 180 और सो मो मार्किंग का क्योंकि सब ये था बोर्ड रो मार्किंग तो ट्राई टू गेट लाइक 150 160
ओके